season.
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. Turn 3 Racing Network on tap tonight. The eSpeed Sport Select Series Daytona 150. That's right, starting off season number 2 here at Daytona. 60 laps around this 2.5-mile oval, this historical track. These drivers going to be out there going upwards of 200 miles an hour side by side, 3 wide, here tonight at this great restrictor plate track. Just about 4 minutes before we get ready to head off into qualifying for tonight's race. And we all like to think that we want to put it on the pole here at Daytona, but as we all know and have seen multiple times over, no matter where you start, you got a chance. As long as you stay in the draft, as long as you stay with the field, you should be all right. 1 pit stop gonna be required out of these drivers here with the gas tanks and the fuel mileage that they get out of these machines. So look for green flag pit stops to possibly come into play, but that can all get thrown out should we see a yellow flag fly here tonight. That will put fuel mileage in a different standpoint. And well, first and foremost, thank you all for joining us here tonight. Once again, My name is David World, Dave in the Cave, up here in the Turn 3 Racing Network booth. Going to be giving you all the great action as you see a few drivers out there getting some practice, some drafting practice in before we head into qualifying. Just under 3 minutes remaining in this happy hour. The 00 of Blake Bottoms sitting on top of the speed charts as they sit right now. Few other drivers: Alex Harris, Nick Burris, Michael Seal, Nathan Jurgensen, Presley Sora, Rocky Harpence right there, DJ Kenner as well in his 32 machine, 8th on the board right now, 9th Jason Jackson, Kyle Martinson right there rounding out that top 10 on your speed charts here in qualifying. Well, we're not qualifying quite yet. 2 minutes, then we'll get to some qualifying. Nonetheless, let's see if we can't find you a pack of drivers out there on track. Looks like Aaron Krill out there with a group of drivers, so we'll keep a focus in on this 4-car little tango as these drivers try to see how they're going to handle with all the air and all the speed behind them that they're going to have wrapped up in these machines later here tonight. Some pretty quick times being laid down out there tonight at Daytona. Air temperature here tonight, only 71 degrees. Very cool night here in Daytona. That's going to give these machines a little bit more horsepower, a little bit more under the hood. The suck-up's going to be just a little bit better, and we should see some very, very fast times, very high out of drivers. Looks like this little tiny pack right here, 2-car tandem now working their way down the back. We got the driver in tow. Those drivers upwards of 190 miles an hour right now as they head down the back stretch with just 1 minute remaining here before popping the engine into the wall. Is that 82 machine of Stephen Brown? Tough break. Good thing it happened here in happy hour. Nonetheless, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to step away for just a quick commercial break. We'll be back in 60 seconds here at Daytona International Speedway, live on Turn 3 Racing Network.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original eSport racing game. This is iRacing.
Thanks for staying with us during that quick commercial break as we now watch the 79 of Aaron Prill make his way off of pit road, get his machine up to speed down on the apron. So as he's getting that accomplished, we'll step on around the track with the 4 of Justin Davidson. He's down the back stretch already. No driver putting in a timed lap as of yet. Very long time for these drivers to get their machine wound up as you watch that 4 of Justin Davidson hugging that outside wall, trying to get all the speed that he can out of it. Now coming back into the tri-oval, gonna cross the line, begin his first time lap here tonight. And you'll notice that in most of these qualifying laps, the first out lap as well as the first time lap, drivers usually hug that outside wall, trying to take the long way around the track, but build that RPM, build that top speed, the top end out of this thing, and get every ounce of speed that they can before dropping it down to the double yellow line, taking the shortest distance around the track, coming around this time to cross the line. First time, where will the Ford put it? Looks like he will go to the top of the speed chart, sitting on the provisional pole right now with a 50.704. So Davidson looking to hold on to that and scratch that. Zachary Marginson takes the pole away. That 55 machine with a 50.282. He's going to be at the top of the speed chart. Scratch that. Tyler Scott wanted it. He got it. That 23 machine now taking over the top spot. You see him now trying to run a even faster time for his second time lap down there, hugging the yellow line and making his way back down the backstretch for the second time. DJ Kenner right there, second on the speed charts. Zach Marginson right there in third, fourth. Tyler Scott and the 23 driver we've got on board right now. Blake Bottoms out of nowhere comes away with the pole right now with a 50.095. That is absolutely getting it by herself. Where will the 23 shake out? Not able to improve his position, so he'll stay right where he's at. We'll drop down. Oh, wrong button. There we go. We'll get it right eventually. You know how it is sometimes. Get it right for you over there on the left-hand side of your screen so you can follow along with the qualifying just as we do up here in the Turn 3 Racing Network booth. The 24 machine of Billy Davidson out there on his first time lap. Looks like he's taking a little bit different approach, running a kind of mid-lane, mid-track on his first time lap. Let's see what that 24 has in it. Only good enough for 13th position on his first time lap, so he's going to be looking to try to pick up the pace here on his second time lap down there, hugging that inside lane. Now scooting out to the outside wall. Down the back stretch goes the 24. And Blake Bottoms, nobody able to take the top spot away from Bottoms, but Presley Sora did a great job at trying to do it. Walked away just 2 thousandths or hundred thousandths. I don't know. It's a .095 to a .097, so you do the math, you do the decimal moving and figure it out. But I mean, that's like eyelash length. Davidson moves up the speed charts just slightly up to the 11th spot, now qualifying over and done with. So that is enough of that. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to step away for just a brief moment for your national anthem. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
In back trackside field has hit the grid. They're beginning to roll out now as we will walk you through your starting lineup here tonight for the Daytona 150. Starting pole position inside row number 1, the 00 of Blake Bottoms, followed by the 98 of Presley Sora. Oh my, row number 2. The 83 of Joe and the 4 of Justin Davidson, row number 3, Angel Phillip and Nathan Jurgensen, row number 4, Jay Kinsler and Aaron Prill, row number 5, the 23 of Tyler Scott, and the 55 of Zachary Marginson. Oh, Lord, that's going to get on my nerves. The 24 of Billy Davidson, inside row number 6, outside. The 6 of Michael Lancaster. Row number 7, Lawrence Shaughnessy, and the 82 of Stephen Brown. Field getting ready and set to get things fired off here tonight. Gonna be one heck of a show. Pace car getting ready to duck off for the first time here tonight. We'll get this thing set to get fired off once again. Technology, you know how it is. Sometimes your top runs still side by side now through turn for the first time row, not getting as good of a start. Nonetheless, the field still double file most of the way through it. As we continue, green flag here, lap number 1 from Daytona International Speed Sports Select Series Daytona 150. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get some technical things worked out over here. Now looks like everything seems to be back on track, back to the field continues under green flag. Lap number 3 in the books, coming to take lap number 4. Down the backstretch this field goes. Not too many cars out there digging in that outside lane, but there's still 2 groups of 2 packed up trying to go up there and take that top spot away from the 00 of Blake Bottoms. Blake was your pole sitter for tonight. Oh my goodness. We all know I can't spell. Top 4 side by side, long train of cars down there hugging that inside lane. Very long night, 149 miles to be driven out there tonight by these eSpeed Sports Select Series drivers. Do it all upwards of of 190, close to 200. The entire field still packed up with each other. Looks like the 032 of Douglas McLaughlin did not make tonight's race. He is the only driver being shown off the track. As good a time as any. How about it? Why don't we go to something you love, something I love? Let's give him a little bit of turn threes. Turn it up. And man, oh man, I tell you what, if that don't get your blood pumping and ready for some racing action, I don't know what will. Top of the chart, still looking pretty much the same now. Driver moving to the outside row. Looks like that's the 94 of Phillips. Spot away. Trying to dig, trying to get up there and challenge Blake Bottoms, but not going to be able to do it. Looks like we've got some drivers with a little bit of glitch and smoke issue. Everything seems to have worked itself on out. We've got 52 laps remaining here at Daytona International. A little more organized, a little more single file. Looks like the line is beginning to migrate to the top of the track. So look. Drivers on the bottom, maybe to pop up there, try to take away that back into turn number one. Still very, very long way to go as we are on lap 10 out of 60, 51 laps remaining. Blake Bottoms has been at the top of the field the entire time. Now big run by the 31 of Nathan Jorgensen down to the bottom. He's going to take the lead going into turn 3. That's going to stall that outside line. The 94 dropping back just a little bit. Justin Davidson right there on his gearbox. 3, 4, 5 cars deep now in the outside lane. Losing a little bit of ground. Across the line still a very long way to go for these drivers to try to get up there and retake the lead. Now Bottoms with a big push on that 31 of Jorgensen, trying to get them out and away from the field, be able to control how the rest of this race plays out as we bend. Green flag from the drop of the green flag. Over there, Tracks for Grommets. Description is where you can find the link. Always great racing shots, cameras, any type of cameras on iRacing. Best camera work around. Head down in the description. Click the link. Grab them up for a second. Getting a little bit more racing up at the front of the field, as it looks like we've got a battle once again for that top spot. Now Bottoms on the outside, trying to get the job done, trying to go back up there and reestablish himself as the leader in tonight's Daytona 150. Not able to do it just yet. Nathan Jorgensen holding strong down there on the inside with help from Presley Sora. And oh my, looky here. We've got some lap cars just in front of your race leaders. The entire field almost right there with each other. And I say lap cars, but they're not down a lap just yet, so they're going to be fighting for their lives when this field catches up to them. Starting to see two very distinct lines begin to develop here. I'd say close to about a third of the way through the race, we're really starting to see a second pack develop. Now it's slowly starting to regain some speed and some strength, gathering up on the inside. Cars fanning out, trying to go around the slower machine down there on the apron. Tough luck for that 82 machine, trying to get back up to speed, trying to get back on the track. He's going to cut some grass right there, doing a little edging, some weed eating, some trimming out here tonight at Daytona International Speedway. The 82 gets it gathered up, headed in the right direction. Will rejoin the front of the field as Oh My Car sliding through the field just a little bit, dropping back outside of that top 10 very rapidly. Now battling with that 4 machine just behind your front runners, coming down the back stretch right at you. Your top 10 all within 0.3 of a second of the race leader. That is, that's kind of straight hitting, really. I mean, really. Nonetheless, still green flag racing here at Daytona International Speedway, side by side for the race lead as they head off into turn number 1. Once again, Nathan Jorgensen has the outside pumping up, trying to get around Blake Bottoms. These two drivers have swapped the top spot twice between themselves. Bottoms leading 13 laps here tonight, and Jorgensen with 2 in the book for him. Can he make it a third when they get back across the line and win? Will the, big move, chop, dropping down from the top right across the nose of Blake Bottoms is now your race leader, well and clear, the 31 of Nathan Jorgensen. Tell you what, let's give you a camera shot that we've been working on over here at Turn 3 Racing Network. Let's go up high and give you one of our drone cams as the field makes their way through turn number 2, heading down the back stretch. Now your top 2 beginning to separate themselves just a little bit. As you can see now, the double O of Blake Bottoms tries to jump back to the outside. Gonna try to drop down in front of Jorgensen just like Jorgensen did to him. Gonna try to repay the favor as we hit the third of the way through tonight's race already. Gonna take lap 19 next time by. 43 laps still remaining here tonight at Daytona International Speedway. Cooling down a little bit out there trackside. Do keep in mind I said it was 71 degrees when we took the green flag. Now down to just 70 degrees track temp. Staying pretty much right where it was 72. Now going up 1 degree to 73 degrees. So these drivers are going to have to be a little bit more careful coming on the pit road, as it looks like the tires are going to start to slip and slide a little bit with the track beginning to take some of that heat. Few more drivers just in front of your race leaders. That is the 99 of Chris Carroll and the 54 of Michael Seal. Both of those drivers going to the high side. Gonna try to give these front runners the bottom as they'll go 3 wide through the tri-oval. Everybody seems to be handling that rather well. A little bit of a move down there on the inside. I believe that was a 98 of Presley Sora, getting a little bit out of shape now, side by side with the 31 of Jorgensen as they head back down the back stretch. Once again, sparks flying as the lap machine of, I believe that is Chris Carroll, scraping the outside wall just a little bit. Sorry, no, that was Josh Cully in the 913. Laps remaining here at Daytona International Speedway for the eSpeed Sports Select Series Daytona 150 live here on Turn 3 Racing Network. If you haven't already, throw these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side, get notified anytime we go live here at Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dark Side Dave in the cave, Youth in the booth, Rick Hammond, Danny Valenzuela, KR Stuffus, the Outlaw, or Chris Legue, any of us over here, check out all the content. I know these drivers appreciate the thumbs up. We appreciate the thumbs up, and we appreciate each and every one of you coming out and joining, watching, viewing, liking each and every time you do here on Turn 3 Racing Network. Field still side by side this entire time. 22 laps of side-by-side racing here for the eSpeed Sports Select Series drivers, and the top two still remain the same. The double O of Blake Bottoms down there digging the bottom lane, trying to hug that double yellow line. Nathan Jorgensen out there leading the outside lane once again. These two drivers continue to swap, flip-flop positions, if you will. One takes the lead of the outside lane, then drops down in front of the driver on the inside, and then they pull the swap and repay the favor time and time again so far here tonight. 23 laps, and now we've got 3 wide for the race lead for the first time, working their way down the back stretch. The 31 of Jorgensen in the sucker hole. Now he's beginning to get a little bit of help. Drivers in the third lane dropping down to the second lane. 2, now 3, make it 4 cars in that middle lane. Now looks like the okey-doke move is for that third lane. One driver stuck all alone up there by himself, and that is going to be a lonely, lonely place, as I believe that is the 55 who's going to be dropping back through the field just a little bit now, able to tuck in just in front of the 35 of Bradley Yo. Still a lot of positions out here tonight yet to be sorted out. Field begins to get a little bit more organized, hugging the bottom lane. Not as many drivers out there mixing it up anymore. 3, 4, almost 5 cars. Now, into the wall, almost down into the lead lap car. My goodness, big time moment there coming through the tri-oval. The 82 of Stephen Brown, wicked loose and in trouble, almost into the wall and almost into an accident here as we inch closer and closer to the halfway point in tonight's Daytona 150, 60 miles, 60 laps, I should say. Around this 2.5 mile track, 149 miles in total here tonight. These drivers are flicking them off at a very, very fast pace. 82 able to collect it, keep it heading in the right direction. You've seen a little bit of rear end damage on that 82 machine of Stephen Brown. He's going to continue to lose the lead pack. We'll go back up front as now the 98 of Presley Sora taking the race lead. Michael Lancaster also right there, and my goodness, Jorgensen now leading the outside lane, and he's got Blake Bottoms behind him. Now Bottoms looking to go 3 wide. Drivers seem to get a little more racy. 3 wide for 6th place now. Bottoms on the outside. Your pole sitter going to lose a little bit of ground now. The 55-second car outside lane starting to make his way back up to the front of the field. Now Jorgensen going to drop down his 31 machine right behind the 9 of Lawrence Shaughnessy as they continue around the track under green flag conditions. Lap 27 out of 60 here tonight. 34 laps remaining. And with my experience and, well, I don't want to say my knowledge because I don't really have a whole lot of it. I want to act like I do, but in what I've seen out of a ton of restrictor plate racing is when you start seeing this single file line down there hugging that double yellow line, green flag pit stops, you tend to soon follow. So do we have, or do we see the opening stages of what will be the one and only stop, barring we stay green flag all the way to the end? See drivers making their way back on the track after hitting pit road for the first time. The 913 of Josh Cully has hit pit road. Chris Carroll has hit pit road. Michael Seal has hit pit road. DJ Kenner, Nick Burris also yet to hit pit road. Looks like they've actually hit pit road. Very long stops for Kenner and Burris, though, as they're going to lose a little bit of time with those slower stops. Over 1 minute on pit road as we begin to see that dash for fuel begin to play out. The 2, the 74, the 18, as well as the 69 of Daniel Vari, all hitting pit road this time by your race leader, Presley Sora, has yet to come to pit road. He's got that 6 of Mitchell Lancaster. Sorry, called you Michael earlier too there, Mitchell. Do apologize about that one. Has him in tow. Looks like that outside lane just not getting up there, just doesn't have the momentum just yet. With Zachary Markinson leading that outside lane, they're going to continue to put a few cars 1 lap down. That's the 77 of Kyle Martinson now being scored. The first car 1 lap down. Looks like 2 more drivers hitting pit road that time. Garrett Nickel has been on pit road for quite a long time. He's going to be scored. First car well, last car on the lead lap, but he has been in his pit stall for over a minute already, so some damage being beaten off of that machine. Will your race leaders hit pit road this time by, or will they continue to stretch the fuel? Drivers jumping to the bottom and bottoms. Only one to come to pit road that time. That's going to be a lonely spot for him to find himself in. Early race leader led 14 laps so far out there tonight of the 31 that are already in the books, but he's going to come to pit road alone and lead alone, and that could spell trouble here at the end of tonight's race for your pole sitter here tonight for the Daytona 150, the 00 of Blake Bottoms. As your race leaders continue to stay out lap after lap, they continue to put cars one lap down. We have got 29 drivers still out there on track, but due to green flag pit cycles, we have only got 12 cars left on the lead lap. The 99 of Chris Carroll and Josh Cully right there, just being passed by your race leader. And oh, caution comes out. The 35 of Bradley Yo may have been involved in this one, so we'll go back, see if the guys got it queued up. They're giving me a thumbs up, so let's take a look with our turn 3 instant replay. Joining it just a little bit late, so we'll back it up a little bit further. Oh, and contact was made by the 10. The 10 was actually involved in that. Edward Kane, one of your sponsors here in the eSpeed Sports Select Series. So we'll take one more look at this high above from the blimp cam. If we can pull the shot, looks like there it is after the contact. One more time, then we'll head back up front with your race leaders. Go back live. Looks like the 10 has some issues trying to get out of the way. Three wide squeeze play there. And then maybe just didn't know they were 3 wide again. Contact right there. More contact, and around they go. They collect a few other cars along the way. And that's going to spell trouble for a few drivers out there tonight and put the field under caution for the first time here tonight at Daytona International Speedway for the eSpeed Sports Select Series Daytona 150. Presley Sora making his way around the track behind the pace car. Still has not pitted, and with that caution flag flying here during green flag pit cycles, that's going to put the field in a little bit of a predicament, as Chris Carroll going to get the wave around in his 99 machine, so he'll be able to rejoin the lead lap. Fresh tires, same tires and fuel as the guys around him. But what will the rest of the field do? Will they stay out, receive the wave around, or will some of the drivers elect a pit next time by? Your race leader, the 98 of Sora, bringing the field down pit road. We'll continue here for a moment, see if everybody gets into their box clean and clear. Looks like nobody with any issues as of yet. Sora and the 94 hit their pick box. Now Sora in the 98, that 94 of Angel Phillip. Off of pit road first is the 98 of Sora, so he'll rejoin the race track after the blend line, catch up to the pace car, and we'll continue to try to click this thing off here tonight. The opening round race number 1 here in the season for the eSpeed Sports Select Series. These drivers have 6 races, 1 drop race through this short, fast season. Your top 10 drivers will shoot it out for the championship, and it is going to be one heck of a show all season long. Join us here on Turn 3 Racing Network to catch all the action from the eSpeed Sport Select Series. So as we work our way around the track under caution for the first time here tonight at Daytona International Speedway, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them four abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Back trackside as the field makes their way out of turn 4 under caution for the first time here tonight. Ford Mustang pace car, lights are out, we're gonna go. Back green flag racing, this time by your race leader. Hits the gas and away we go. Green flag once again here at Daytona International Speedway. Field crossed the line that time by to take lap 36. 25 laps remaining before we can find out who's going to put their car in victory lane. Nathan Jurgensen back leading that outside lane right there at the front of the field. That's where you can find him all race along, sniffing up there at the front. Lawrence Shaughnessy, late bloomer here in today's race, as he's found his way into the top 3. Continuing a great run out there tonight. We'll drop down your running order, give you a little bit more of the track as your top 8 continue side by side battling. We have seen side by side racing all evening long. 2 wide, 3 wide at times out there tonight by these eSpeed Sport Select Series drivers in the day. Caution out once again here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, sometimes cautions do breed cautions. Looks like maybe, I believe that may have been the 4 of Justin Davidson involved in that one. We'll back it up with the turn 3 instant replay. And the 4 gets turned into the grass, spinning back up on track, and heavy impact. That catches a lot of drivers out. We'll look at this one more time from the blimp. My goodness, that could have been very bad. There you see cars scattering, and my goodness, that was pretty rough for a lot of the drivers out there. My goodness, we find ourselves under caution now for the second time out here tonight at Daytona International Speedway. Drivers can make it all the way to the end. on fuel, so I'm not sure if we're going to see any more pit stops out here tonight. Do keep in mind that these drivers do have one green, white, checkered attempt. Should they not be able to settle it in the official race distance, we will have one more shot at it. Try to see if who can write their names in the books for the first time out here this season. And I mean, this season is like a chase in itself. I mean, 6 races, you can drop one race, your worst race finish. So, I mean, you have got to be absolutely on point and on game each and every week you come to the track. Otherwise, you could find yourself in some heavy trouble. A lot of great drivers out there in this eSpeed Sports Select Series. So if you're going to want to try to hit victory lane, you're going to have to make sure you mind your P's and Q's and put it in the right spot at the right time each and every time you hit the track. Drivers beginning to hit pit road once again. So some drivers coming to top off, some drivers just making sure they got a little better tires than the drivers around them. So a little bit of pit strategy being employed in the late stages of tonight's Daytona 150. Here on Turn 3 Racing Network. Want to give a big shout out to all of the race sponsors. I give a big shout out to Edward Keene, CPA, doing big things and a great job for these drivers here in the eSpeed Select Series. As these drivers get ready to go back green flag racing, just imagine this, if you will. Going from an all-out, flat-out track like this, 2.5 mile D-shaped oval, restrictor plate racing. June 26th, we're going to hit Iowa Speedway. That's going to be one heck of a show as well. Short track racing at its finest. Green flag back in the air once again here at Daytona International Speedway for the Daytona 150 and the eSpeed Sports Select Series. Drivers still side by side coming up through the gears heading into turn number 1. Three wide at the front for the race lead. 94 up. Phillip tried to stick it in there. 3 wide. Thought better of it. Now tucks in line just behind Jorgensen as that 31 machine back to a familiar spot, and that's at the front of the field. under 20 laps remaining here tonight for these drivers to try to put it in victory lane, and the pushes are going to get bigger. The blocks are going to get quicker. The space is going to close up. Look for side drafting, bump drafting, lane swapping. Who's got what it takes and is willing to do whatever it takes to put their car in victory lane? We're going to have to wait and find out. Join me, stay with me, and find out what happens here as we click off yet another lap. Lap 43 begins. 18 laps now remain for the eSpeed Sports Select Series Daytona 150. These drivers hanging it all out as they make their way around this track. Still packed up heavily coming through the back stretch, still side by side. Your top five all right there within a tenth of a second. Your top six, as a matter of fact, all within a tenth of a second. That is right on top of each other. I tell you, that is absolutely a crazy little stat to throw out right there. My goodness. Look at that outside run down the back stretch. The 98 of Sora back to the top of the charts. He's going to regain the race lead, drop down just in front of that 31 of Jorgensen. It looks like Jorgensen and Sora going after it with each other of who's going to lead the most laps out there tonight. I don't know if I'm Sora. I don't know if that's where I want to be. I don't know if I want my 98 machine, although I've been very, very fast and up at the front all race long. I don't know that I want to control my own destiny from the front of the field. I think I'd rather be maybe second, third car inside lane, or first or second car outside lane as we see yet another big run down the back stretch from the contact! And around drivers go. The 6 of Mitchell Lancaster caught up in this one. No front clip on his machine now after that heavy impact. We'll get it queued up, ready to go. Thumbs are up, so we'll go look at this with our turn 3 replay. There you see the 6 on the outside pushing on the 3. Everything looks okay. Going to be running up on a slower car here. We'll go high above from the blimp cam, see what happened here. Owen just up in contact and then back down. Oh, the 55 caught up. And I don't know how more cars were not caught up in that one, so fortunate for a few drivers, but some drivers not so lucky. There you see the caution lights out at the flag stand on the front stretch here at Daytona International Speedway as we will rejoin the front of the field under caution here for the third time tonight at Daytona International Speedway. 15 laps remaining. Your caution being sponsored by USAFirearms.com. Head on over there for all your, well, it says it in the name, for all your firearms needs. Pistols, they got it all. And 10 lead changes. I'm not sure. I think I may have to fire my statistician over here because it just seems like the field has, well, not the field, the front has been a lot more contested, and the lead has changed a lot more than 10 times. Maybe they're just counting it at the line, at the start-finish line, but man, I swear there has been way more lead changes than that. After this latest caution, that will give us a quick opportunity to run through some house cleaning for you here tonight. 30 drivers scheduled for tonight's Daytona 150. It looks like we've still got 25 out here on the track making laps as of right now. 15 cars still on the lead lap. The 913 of Josh Cully gonna be scored in 16th. First car 1 lap down in the lucky dog position. Aaron Pearl right there behind him in the 79. The 54 of Michael Seal running 18th. The 35 of Bradley Yo gonna come away in 19th right now. 20th, the 69 of Daniel Very. 74 of Alex Harris right behind him. DJ Kenner. 86 of Jason Jackson gonna be in 23rd. 24th, 7 laps down. The 24 of Billy Davidson. The 82 of Stephen Brown, multiple laps down, 10 laps down as a matter of fact, but still trying to get his machine fixed up and back out there on the track. Try to get up every position and point possible for this mad dash for a championship here in the eSpeed Sports Select Series. Pace car lights out once again, or they broke once again. Either way, they're not on, which means we're going back, racing this time by. When we cross the line, we will have 12 laps to go to find out who's going to put their car in victory lane. My goodness, can your pole sitter come back up through the field from 8th position? Gonna line up 4th in the outside row. Can he utilize a little bit fresher tires to try to make his way up through the field and try to take away a race win, try to put himself in the position to get to victory lane? We'll have to wait and see. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, wait and see what these drivers got in store for you after tonight's race. Not gonna tell you what's going down, but ladies and gentlemen, it is going down. After the race, we had pre-race festivities. We've got one hell of a show here for the eSpeed Sports Select Series Daytona 150, and wait till you see the icing on the cake at the end. It is gonna be one heck of a night here on Turn 3 Racing Network, live from Daytona International Speedway. Pace car gonna duck off this time by. Field in the hands of your race leader, the 98 of Presley Sora. He hits the loud pedal, and away we go once again. Green flag at Daytona International Speedway. Field side by side now, looking 3 wide, thinking better of it as they head into turn number 1. Field going to stay side by side. Jorgensen now inching ahead through the center of 1 and 2. Not looking clear, now pulling even once again is that inside lane side by side battle for your top 4 positions down the back stretch. Now that field beginning to get a little more organized on the outside. That's going to give Jorgensen the shot that he needs. He's going to drop to the bottom in 3, take the race lead and lead the bottom line to the start-finish line. Coming off of turn number 4, DeSora look to the outside, looking, now jumping. His help goes with him. Lawrence Shaughnessy on his tail, pushing him back to the front at the line. Give that lap to Sora, so that 98 very close to clinching the most laps led out here tonight at Daytona International Speedway. Your top 2, Sora and Shaughnessy, have made their way away from the rest of the field. Jeff Mills, the 94 of Phillip, coming through. Jeremy Root, the 18. Haven't spoke about him very much out there tonight, but now showing up at the end of tonight's race. My goodness, you gotta be there when you need to be there. He's done an excellent job of getting the car there. Your top 5 look a little something like that. Presley Sora in first, Nathan Jorgensen in second. Warren Shaughnessy third. 4th goes to Phillip. Now they're going to swap those positions around, and rounding out that top 5, the 18 of Jeremy Root. Root getting bumped out now. Mills all the way up to fourth. Phillip dropping down to fifth. Everything changing each and every time they hit a scoring line, as we've got less than 10 laps to go when we cross the line this time. Very close side drafting out of the 3. We've got the 31 on timing and scoring, but it says the 3 on the side. Now Jorgensen looking back to the outside. Are we going to see 3 wide at the front of the field? Drivers looking like they're ready to do it, ready to pull it. Not on the trigger just yet. I tell you what, while we're all packed up, let's give you one more. Turn it up. Going around, but no caution. We stay green flag racing. And well, right when we did that, had some incidents, and 2 separate incidents, as a matter of fact, gonna clear out a lot of that front pack, as now we've got a 4-car breakaway at the front of the field for the race win. But don't count out the 99 of Chris Carroll. Just behind him, Jeremy Root and Blake Bottoms packed up with each other. Can those two get together and head to the front of the field? We'll have to wait and see. As your top 5 now running with each other. There you see Root and Bottom. Can they get back up to the front in time? Cars smoking down on the pit lane. That's the 23 of Tyler Scott, bringing his damaged car down pit road. He'll get it fixed up, try to get back out there, try to get a position or 2 if he can. We've still got 12 cars on the lead lap, 7 laps remaining here from Daytona International Speedway for the eSpeed Sports Select Series, Daytona 150. And it looks like Root and Bottom, no match for your top make it 5 drivers. They're not going to be able to catch up, not going to be able to put those drivers at the front in danger of losing this race win. But what will that number 3 do? Stuck right there in between. It says it's a number 3. Now it's saying it's a number 9 on our screen. That's Lawrence Shaughnessy being shown in the 3-car on screen, but however is being scored as the 9-car. The 89 of Jeff Mills out there, 2nd car outside row. Is he willing to push Jorgensen to the front and try to take that outside lane to victory lane? We'll have to wait and see. 3 cars against 2. 3 on the outside, 2 on the inside. Hanging tough down there on that inside is Sora and Shaughnessy as they continue to try to put the laps in the book for Sora. And with that last lap being led, nobody can catch him with the most laps led, as we've got a breakaway now on the outside. Not dropping down is Jorgensen. Inside lane gonna surge back forward. Sora now with a big run on the inside. He's going to pull back nose to nose with a 31 of Nathan Jorgensen. Jorgensen leading that last lap. 15 laps in the book now for Jorgensen. Still side by side for your top 4 positions. Man, sitting in fifth. Scott Lamp just kind of hanging out, chilling right there. Just waiting to see what's going to happen, where he needs to go. And I'm kind of thinking he may be in that catbird seat. He's able to pick and choose and possibly shove it 3 wide. Get a big run if the opportunity is there. Cars working their way off of turn number 4. Coming back through the tri-oval will begin lap 58 out of 60 here tonight. 3 laps remaining in the Daytona 150 for the eSpeed Sports Select Series. Man, oh, and the outside lane deteriorating, leaving Jorgensen all alone 4 against 1 now as they work their way off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Big side draft moment here. Snaking down the backstretch, looking to poke his way out there. Not going to do it is Shaughnessy. He's going to stay. Second car inside lane in that second position. Now Mills going to try to take over third. Lamp gonna jump to the outside in his 2 machine. Gonna try to go up there and steal the top spot away. Jorgensen now pushing the 2. Your top 4 beginning to stretch it out. Top 5, excuse me, as we've got 2 laps remaining here at Daytona International Speedway for race number 1 this season for the eSpeed Sports Select Series drivers. Only 6 races to determine who will be this year's season champion. You get to scratch 1 race, get a drop, get rid of your worst finish. So that means every single race is important, and these drivers putting it all on the line right now. Lamp digging on the outside. Can he get to the front? Does he got what it takes? Is Jorgensen willing to push him to the race win? Will Shaughnessy stay with Sora? We'll have to wait and find out as we've got 1 to go, presented by USAFirearms.com. Final lap remaining. Drivers through 1 and 2 for the final time in tonight's official race distance. We will end this thing, however, it ends on the way back to the checkered flag. Close side drafting down the back stretch. Inching forward through the center of 3 and 4 goes Lamp. Lamp has not led a single lap all race long. Can he lead the most important one down through 1 and 2 sideways? Not gonna make it to the line. Big crash at the end of tonight's race. That's gonna be very interesting to see how they score that. Let's take another look back at that one. There you see the drivers coming off of turn 4 back through the tri-oval. Little bit of contact. The 2 of Lamp gets sideways. Sora gonna cross the line first. Wow. Let's take another look at that different camera angle. Big time finish, and it looks like the only one of those 5. Oh, and then contact was made with the 9 of Lawrence Shaughnessy, but my goodness, what a great job out there tonight by Presley Sora. He's getting the job done, gonna head to victory lane. Heck of a job out there tonight by him and his guys. My goodness, what a great finish to tonight's race. Getting the job done. Walking away with the race win. The man on screen. The man of the hour. Your race winner. Presley Sora. Looks like Sora's gonna slow it down and burn it down for us one time. And ladies and gentlemen, I told you we had a special treat for you here tonight. I was not joking. These drivers all gonna head down pit road, fix their car up for just a moment, and we're gonna get this thing fired back off once again. And guess what? We're gonna have ourselves a little bit of a demo derby out here tonight, but before we do, let's get some official business out of the way. walking away here tonight. In victory lane, the 98 of Presley Sora. Coming home in second, the 31 of Nathan Jurgensen. Third place goes to the 2 of Scott Lamp. Fourth place, the 9 of Lawrence Shaughnessy. And in fifth, the 89 of Jeff Mills. The 99 of Chris Carroll walks away in sixth. And in seventh here tonight, the 77 of Carl Martinson. The 00 of Blake Bottoms. Not able to reproduce those fast times. He was your pole sitter tonight. Led a few laps, but not gonna come away with a race win. Gonna walk away in eighth. Ninth place goes to the 94 of Philip. Rounding out your top 10, the 18 of Jeremy Root. 11th place, the 79 of Aaron Brill. 12th, the 66 of Nick Burris. 13th, the 913 of Joshua Coley. 14th, the 35 of Bradley Yo. 15th, the 69 of Daniel Verry. 16th, the 54 of Michael Seal. 17th place, the 74 of Alex Harris. And in 18th, the 71 of Rocky Harpins. 19th place, the 86 of Jason Jackson. And in 20th, the 23 of Tyler Scott. Walking away in 21st in tonight's Daytona 150 for the eSpeed Sports Select Series, the 82 of Stephen Brown. 22nd, the 55 of Zachary Martinson. 23rd, the 6 of Mitchell Lancaster. 24th will be the 24 of Billy Davidson. Coming home in 25th, the 32 machine of DJ Kinder. 26th spot, the 4 of Justin Davidson. 27th, the 83 of Joe. 28th, the 36 of Derek Nickel. 29th will be the 10 of Edward Kane. And in 30th, the 032 of Douglas McLaughlin. Well, now that we've got that out of the way, let's see if we can't see some of the drivers still out there. And it doesn't look like we've got very many of them left. I'm not sure any of them still out there on track. No, so it looks like the Demo Derby scheduled after tonight's race not gonna go down, not gonna have not enough participants left to fix their machines up and get back there and get at it. Nonetheless, maybe next time when we hit the track, we'll bring you a little post-race Demo Derby action from the eSpeed Sport Select Series drivers. From myself, Dave in the Cave, and everybody else back at Turn 3 Racing Network, we do appreciate you coming out, joining us here tonight. If you haven't already, give these eSpeed Sport Select Series drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell on the right-hand side to get notified anytime we go live here on Turn 3 Racing Network. And well, until we see you on the 26th, ladies and gentlemen, have fun, stay safe, do what you do, and be loved. Until then, it is what it is, and we'll see you later.